Hello everybody and welcome to another Friday edition of Dorkpedia. On YouTube! Now there is duct tape on my face. Today we are going to talk about things. Thingy things. And don't forget stuffy stuff. Thingy things and stuffity stuffy stuff and stuff things and stuff things and things and stuff. Yeah. Today we're going to be talking about first times, the movie Frozen, as well as answering some questions from my viewers. I'm just kidding, I don't have any viewers. Alright, let's talk about my first time. My first time to Disney World. I was 3 years old. My very first post, 7 years ago, was my very first post online. Unless, of course, you're talking about my first Post-it note that I posted. In which case, I was probably like 4. My first crush, his name was Dale. I had the biggest crush on him, and him and my brother were best friends, so I saw him all the time. He didn't like me at all, whatsoever. It's a girl! Run! She's got cooties! My first time in bed. My first time in bed was about 15 minutes after I was born. Yeah, I went right to sleep. My first time lighting a gerbil on fire. Hadn't crossed that one off the list yet. My first time punching a priest while riding a T-Rex. Oh, wow. See, I actually did that last week. There's a giant ant on my carpet right there, and I just killed it. Hey, kid. I want to know what a demon looks like. That's what a demon looks like. My first trading card was one of the Neopets trading cards. And it was the yellow Corbat. He is so cute. Demons! First question comes from my friend Carrington, who you all have seen before. And she asks, what's the worst thing you've ever done? Answer canned from a baby. Probably just lying to my parents. I don't know. Austin asks, why you single? You're too beautiful to be single. Who could resist this? Well, the reason is obvious. I'm way too sexy for all you fellas out there. That is the reason why I am single. Not what I said, but the way I did it, and yeah. I don't have a hat. I need a hat. Mom! Yippee-ki-yay, Monkey Man! I think I'm gonna wear this hat for this episode. Our next question comes from Destiny, and she asks, who is your inspiration? What are your plans? Who's your favorite band? What's your favorite color? I'm gonna try to answer this as quick as I can. My inspiration is Ellen DeGeneres and or Mumford & Sons, as well as Chris Topp. My plans for the future consist of becoming a famous photographer and or videographer, as well as becoming famous on YouTube and eventually having a successful career as a producer. My favorite band is Mumford & Sons. This is my favorite color. Our next question comes from a Canadian whose name is Kai, and he asks, if you could live anywhere with the condition that you had to adopt the culture, learn the language, learn their way of doing things, and live how they live, where would it be and why? Well, obviously I'd go to Zanzibar to meet the Zanzibarians. I would either go to New Zealand or England and adopt their culture. Their fabulousness. Our next question comes from a guy named Jackie, and he asks, what color is red? Red is the color of when you stub your pinky toe on the corner of that dead gum table in the living room. Red is the color of getting stabbed in the ear with an ice pick. Red is the letter 9. Our next question comes from Mark, and he asks, what kind of phone do you have? Well, Mark, I'll tell you. It's this one. I just so happen to be talking to Mark, actually. He's so attractive. No one's home! Instead of being interrupted by a cat, we're being interrupted by my sister. I'm being interrupted by a cat. 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 rights make a left.
2 rights make a U-turn.
That too.
Next question.
Did you ever play hooky in your senior year?
Actually, I did.
Where'd you go and what'd you do?
I stayed at home. I covered my bed in lots of clothes, so it would look like I wasn't laying in my bed, it was just a bunch of clothes. Yeah, and then Mom came in like an hour later and was like, "What are you doing? You get your butt to school right now!" That was the closest I got to ever playing hooky.
Next question.
I think dwarves are some of the coolest people on this planet. Do you want to know why? The way they do it, instead of just, getting on a stool or whatever. I can't reach this thing on the top shelf. Oh, it's cool. I'll just use my ninja dwarf powers and crawl all the way up there like freaking Spider-Man. It's just freaking awesome. So great. Next question. Wesley asks,
What up, Sarah?
the ceiling.
Okay, on to Frozen. There's way too much singing in Frozen. Like, oh, let's spend the first 10 minutes of the movie singing about ice. And then the whole Love is an open door. That is such an unnecessary song. Oh, Anna's dying? Here, let's sing about how Kristoff is a fixer-upper. So unnecessary. Grandpappy can heal heads but not hearts? Really? What kind of magical troll can heal heads but not hearts? And Olaf sings about how when life gets rough... Okay, first of all, he mentions how when life gets rough, he likes to hold on to his dreams. What does a snowman have in life that's rough? A squirrel peeing on you? So what? Grab that chunk of snow, throw it back at the squirrel, grab you some fresh snow, and fix your body. Do what you want from my body. No, squirrel, that is not what I said. I never said you could pee on me. Second of all, if Elsa created Olaf, how come nothing else besides Olaf and her snowman guardian, Snow/Iceman guardian, came alive? But anyway, but really, throughout the entire movie, the songs are kind of pointless. Don't get me wrong, I love musicals and I love Disney. But the songs are they're more for character development than actually progressing the story. But anyway, alright, I think that's about it for my ranting, my contemplations, my complaining, and me. I want to talk about what you guys want me to talk about. So, leave in the comments below, on the Twitter page, or on the Facebook page, what you would like for me to talk about in my next episode. And remember, kiddies, drink your milk. Always take candy from strangers. Life is good, and I'm gonna go do something else. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!